Mr. Emil Jay, how are you, sir?
Oh, I am good. How are you guys?
Good. David Penzer earlier butchered your name.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be the first time. Uh, respect to the legend though, Dave Penzer. I like him. Yeah, how did it go? How was the interview? Was it good?
It was awesome. He told a
I
great
bet.
story about when he was down at the collective, and he said, "Is everybody ready for some wrestling?" And nobody cheered except for his son.
Yes, yes, I do recall that. I thought we were in for a long night at that point. But luckily things turned around, so
I
it
mean,
Yeah,
was okay.
he
talk
said he
about
was glad he could set you up and get you some big cheers there.
Yeah, I remember him doing that. It was good, and it was awesome. Like, dude, that guy used to like introduce Billy Kidman and Mikey Whipwreck. Like, yeah, like that's awesome. Like, I like the way he specifically would say those two names.
I was gonna say
Uh,
what an arbitrary match to pick out.
yeah, no, yeah. I also like the way he would say the Federal District of Mexico for Juventud Guerrera.
do you do a David Penzer impersonation?
Like I can, like I want to, but like I don't know if I could do it justice. Like the one that I would want to do, like he would say Billy Kidman so robustly. I don't think I'd be able to. Like he would hit this certain tone, and it was awesome.
Billy Kidman.
Yeah, like, and there was like a little like hesitation, like a ever so slight. It was a lot in the inflection too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you get to follow in his footsteps because this Sunday at the Hammerstein Ballroom, you're going to get to announce the likes of ECW legends who were very important to the legacy of the Hammerstein Ballroom. Little Guido, Super Crazy, Tajiri, Masato Tanaka, possibly the next GCW World Heavyweight Champion, Effie.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Oh,
We're
saying no go on the Effie here, huh?
Yeah, I don't
What a
think
mess
so.
is.
I mean,
Tony doesn't know what he's talking about.
do you
course I
think
do.
do you think it's gonna be Effie versus Mance at all? Or
What
is
do you
it
mean?
gonna be Mance versus Allie?
Oh, if it's Allie, it's going to be Allie. That there's no doubt about it. Because Allie will fuck both of them up.
Yeah, but here's the problem, Tony.
What's the problem?
Because it happened Friday night at GCW. Sorry, pal. There's some weird relationship between Mance Warner and Atticus Cogar. I don't like it.
That was really weird. I didn't know what to make of that. They just started, especially they slapped each other in the face multiple times. Like, was that? Are they friends? Are they foes? Who knows? I don't know.
The frenemies. They could be frenemies.
I think I said there's like I got more questions than I have answers at this point.
I got a question for you, Emil. Did you do something wrong to Brett because he made you go out there and talk to Atticus after he put all these creepy videos out this weekend? And he was kind of fucking like for a second there, he kind of went at you.
Yeah, I kind of Columbus was a rough night for me. Between Atticus and Megan and Mance as well. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe I said something wrong in Rochester and everybody was like gonna give me something for it. No. I think just tensions are at a very high. They're like breaking the chart right now. They're chart busting levels of just animosity between a lot of people. Very tense situations all the way around, and unfortunately for me, I find myself to get in the middle of things quite often, being the guy in the middle of the ring with a microphone. But yeah, Atticus though, especially, I still don't know. He said he owns Megan Bain, and then he laid her out and stole the headpiece and paraded around with it.
Yeah, it
What's
doesn't look
that
as
about?
good. Doesn't look as good as him as it does on Megan.
What is that about? Like what is it? What is he trying to prove here? What's the end game? Like I don't know. I don't get it. That guy gives me the creeps. And plus he's got his brother around, Otis. You gotta watch out for him. So
Yeah,
like
it does.
it's Atticus thing, and especially like what he said is true. Like 6 months ago, if you would have said like he would have been in this position doing this and that, yeah, I'd say you're telling lies. Like that's crazy. No way. But here he is back in GCW with some sort of. I,
Let me ask you something as a ring announcer in general.
yes.
Like when it comes to like professional wrestlers, like you can always learn something from the person you're in the ring with. You can always learn some things from people that have done this longer than you and have done this longer, like I said. But as a ring announcer, what can you learn about the wrestling business as a ring announcer?
Oh God. All, each, everything. So much. Um, if you are perceptive and you're paying attention and you know what to look for, and you could, I mean, learn practically everything there is to know aside from the actual physical nature of doing it. You can learn about pacing, like in terms of matches. Like if you're like in ring, if you're sitting there and you're looking for the right things as a ring announcer because you're watching, you should be out there watching the entire show uh, from start to finish. You know what the crowd will react for. You'll know pacing, timing, psychology, all those in-ring things, like how to structure matches. Um, you can learn all of that just by watching and asking and paying attention. In terms of everything else, like how to put together, you can learn how to put together a card. Um, you know, Perhaps pacing, the same thing almost, but instead of like a singular match, think about it like throughout the entire show, the structure of the show, the pacing of the show, the order. Um, if you uh, if you know what you're looking for and you're paying attention, you can learn it all.
You talk about putting together a card, and this Sunday at the Hammerstein Ballroom, the People versus GCW, this card is fucking loaded. Like
Great segue.
oh, thank you. Top to bottom, top to bottom. There's no weak cards, weak matches on this card, and GCW just keeps announcing things. Earlier today, they announced that Josh Barnett's Bloodsport opponent is going to be Tom Pestok, which I hope I pronounced his last name right, which is the artist formerly known as Baron Corbin, who I thought was going to be Matt Cardona's mystery opponent. So now we're still in the dark about who's going to be wrestling Matt Cardona. Amazing
Yeah.
Red is on the team with Grim Reaper and Homicide. They just announced, we talked about it earlier, Gabe Kidd for the J Cup. I mean, we're fucking out of our minds here, and it's not even January 14th yet.
Yeah, 2025 really shaping up to be something to behold. And then, I was just, but before I got home, able to jump on the call here, I stopped at the store and I saw an old friend of mine, got to talking about, he's talking about, what's going on in GCW, where I'm going, where I've been. And, as I was talking about it, I realized just how excited I am for this Sunday, because there's a lot after this in New York, the Hammerstein Ballroom. The trajectory of GCW is like is definitely going to change. Like there's so many things going down on this particular event, so many issues coming to a head, so many uh, big matches, so many um, new eyes will be on the product, and not just new eyes, but people who might not have checked us out in a while will come back and see what we do this time in Hammerstein. And no matter what happens uh, after the People versus GCW on Sunday, like 2025 is going to take off. Like I'm so excited for this Sunday to happen, and also to see what happens after Sunday.
Yeah, and it's hard to imagine GCW getting any bigger than it has been. It's really taken the entire professional wrestling world by storm over the last couple years. What do you attribute that to? Is it like 95.5% Brett and the roster? Is it equal footing? Is it just the cooperation of everyone involved? What do you put towards GCW in terms of the massive growth that it's had?
Well, for the growth itself, I really you can attribute it to a few things happening all at once there. Even going all the way back to the pandemic, GCW was one of the only independent promotions that regularly ran, and we did so following the safety protocols at the time. And we didn't, we I think we got a lot of momentum through that period. And then the collective that we had in Tampa was huge, especially the blood sport that we had down there and Joey Janela's spring break were both huge shows. A lot of people were watching. Then from there, Nick Gage being on a Dark Side of the Ring, AEW in short order, Matt Cardona coming in, and then John Moxley. All of those things happening in a relatively, from, geez, that's,
Yeah.
it was almost every month something bigger was happening. That to me was like the big growth period. And then in order to keep and then once that was established, and you know our relationship with Triller TV Plus became so good that, like, hey, we need all of this from you, and we got so much busier. And the thing that's been able to keep us going on this track at this rate is the fact that um, we're all motivated to do the best possible job, no matter what it is that we're doing. Uh, like all the voice talent that comes through. I mean, first of all, uh, I hope Dave Prazak is doing well. I actually hope to see him Sunday. That would be fantastic. Um, but in the meantime, like everybody that's come through from Rob Sanderson to Nick Manawa, and everybody in between, no matter where we go, like they're all they want to do the best job that they possibly can to highlight the action. Of course, Veda Scott, who's with us on a regular basis as well. Everybody is bringing their A game from that perspective. I try my damnedest to make sure I'm putting out the most energy I possibly can to hype everybody up. uh Brett's doing the best that he can to put out the best possible matches, and create uh, these series of events that lead from one thing to another, as you may say. And then, of course, the referees. They all it's way more than just counting the 1, 2, 3. Like they're all busting their ass as well, um, for a lot of the behind the scenes kind of stuff, making sure the show goes off without a hitch. And of course, all the wrestlers, they know that GCW is the hottest game in town. They're all bringing their A game too. So like it's all collaborative effort from all of us to put together the best possible night of wrestling, no matter what it is we're doing, no matter where you're at in the card. Because we all know that GCW is where it's at, where everybody wants to be, where everybody's watching. You know, we'd be foolish to do anything less.
Is there an added pressure on people like yourselves who were there back in 2022? I mean, I think it's fantastic the way you guys have leaned into this GCW, the people versus GCW. Obviously, 2022 at the Hammerstein, there were mixed reviews on the event, and now you guys are getting a second chance, almost like a redemption. Is there an added pressure to Emil Jay and Effie and Alley Catch and anyone who was there for the 2022 version of this show?
Um, I can't I can't speak for anybody else, and I'm sure there are varying levels of this up and down. You know, the people that were on the first event, the World on GCW. Um, so, but for me, um, I know that in the past 3 years, you know, of constantly doing this, being on the road, like as with anything, the more you do something, the more repetition you get, the better you become, the more comfortable you become, the more confident you become. And I'm looking at it from the perspective of, okay, I have three more, I have an additional 3 years of experience under my belt of doing this on a consistent basis at a high level. So I'm not necessarily feeling pressure more so than I'm feeling excited to be the more experienced version of me in that place, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely. Now, look, you always have a great wrestling outfit going into the ring, whether it be the ECW sweatsuit from this past weekend. You're
Ooh.
notorious with the old school wrestling t-shirts. Have you picked out your Hammerstein outfit yet?
Well, uh, Hammerstein, you know, I am known for the like the all over prints and the matching sweatsuits and this, that, and the other. But for a big show like this, that I know a lot of people, like I said at the beginning, you know, a lot of people watching for the first time, a lot of, you know, those situations. I got to be a company man. I'm gonna be GCW'd up.
All right.
It's probably gonna be the purple beanie. I'll probably go purple beanie. Uh, unless it looks really great. No, 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 no. It's got to be the black beanie because I'm gonna be wearing the long sleeve orange the People vs GCW shirt, like event shirt. Because I did the first Hammerstein show, I did the Hammerstein shirt there. So gotta rep.
That's right.
Yeah,
I can do my I can quote unquote work my gimmick on different shows.
fair enough. We're on the line with the voice of Game Changer Wrestling at the MLJ on X and Instagram. Big show Sunday night at the Hammerstein Ballroom. If you cannot be there, Triller TV, it's $8 a month. And GCW, I mean, is running. They ran 2 shows this past weekend. They're running again this weekend. They're running 2 shows in 2 weeks in the UK and in France. Like there's GCW shows almost every weekend. It's like $2 a show. It's worth every single dollar.
If
So
that.
you can't be at the
Absolutely.
Hammerstein Ballroom on Sunday night. Triller TV. On your social media, Emil, you're always sharing all sorts of great little wrestling trinkets and physical media. You got WOW up there today. Was that not the best fucking wrestling magazine ever?
Oh, it was really, really, really good. Especially like there were a lot of things that made WoW magazine cool. The fact that it was all color glossy from
Yep.
front to back, when the only magazines that were that way at the time were WWF magazine, Raw magazine, and WCW magazine, like the official promotion magazines. And also there was another magazine that came out starting in 1998, I believe, called The Wrestling Analyst. It was put out by London Publishing, which was also like in that fashion. But the thing that none of those that wow, it was plus sized, big pages, and it was like a thicker magazine than usual. It would have very cool pictures. It covered everything wrestling, all the promotions, like video games as well, independents.
And if I'm not
Japanese.
mistaken, I believe the same people that made WoW magazine also made the ECW, the short-lived ECW magazine.
Correct. Yes. Yeah,
Yep.
and they kept it the same size, the same fashion, which was very cool. And also, you know, of course, at the time when you're getting WoW magazine, you're little 12 and 13, and they put those nice pictures of like major guns in the back, and you're like, oh wow, this is a great magazine. You know, So-
Those pictures are still great now, Emil. Let's just say that.
yeah, but it's like a revolutionary concept to a child of such wonderment at that age.
Oh,
It's
you
not the
tell me you're-
notorious. It's not the notorious Mimi, that's for sure.
those wrestling magazine posters were all over my walls as a teenager.
So was the spooge.
Hey, take it easy over there
What?
with my
Hey,
spooge.
Emil, I know one thing GCW is known for is the scrambles with a lot of guys, like a lot of the guys in even in Hammerstein, like Alec Price and Cole Radrick started in those and really have moved up the cards. Is there anybody in those scrambles nowadays that you think has a chance to really move up, or people should keep their eyes on?
Oh, wow. That is an awesome question. Yeah. So guys like, okay, so basically if you're from like the WWA 4 school, you're one of those guys, aka like Mr. Danger, Teriyaki, Bobby Flacco, yeah, any of those, like it, like if AR Fox has had any training of you in any way, shape, or form, yes, you're one of those guys. Superstar Jay Lucas, very impressive recently, down at NGI. Let's see. I'm trying to think like what specific scrambles have I seen lately, but those guys generally are like the top notch.
The one from Saturday night was great with Teriyaki, Trey Lamar, Matt Diesel. We could do it. I think I speak for the GCW fan base. We could do without Griffin McCoy though.
Oh my gosh. You know
He's
what?
the fucking worst.
Well, maybe Homicide will drop him with a cop killer in the Hammerstein ballroom. And that would be great, right?
That would be
And
amazing.
you could also drop Kerry Morton with one.
Yep.
Um,
He needs one. He needs one
you could-
100%. So look, Tony Deppen
Tony
used
Deppen.
to be great, but
I heard there were people calling them the douche crew. I don't know.
I think that's very fitting.
I just heard that. They say real effing pros. I have to call them real effing pros, or else, it'll be trouble for me.
Yeah,
But-
yep.
You're professional. We get it.
Yes.
I gotta tell you, I watched both GCW shows this week, and I was one of those guys. I was at the Hammerstein in 2022, and then I didn't watch GCW until you guys were back at the American Dream, and I'm all in. But the craziest fucking thing I saw this weekend, I thought it was Drew Parker jumping off the balcony in Rochester, but fucking Too Tough Tony lit his fucking hand on fire and punched a dude, and that's the craziest shit I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, welcome to Too Tough Tony. That guy is awesome. Yeah. How about his moonsault? Were you expecting his moonsault?
No.
Exactly.
But I'm like, first of all, Buck Zumhoff needs to leave the fucking chat room. All right, please, Buck.
Fuck
The moonsault,
Zumhoff.
though, it's like, okay,
He's
but
in
he lit
jail.
his fucking hand on fire.
Oh yeah, and there were blue flames on it too. Did you
Crazy.
notice that? It's he does the whole flaming punch to the face deal. He does. That's a thing that he does. That's typical Tony behavior. But for it to get to like the blue flame, oh wow, that like he must have really Bacardi this fist up, or yeah, I think it's Bacardi Limon. Well,
Yeah.
whatever.
Good stuff.
Don't
I ain't
try
mad
it
at
at
it.
home. Don't try it at home, kids.
We had Alec Price on last week, Emil,
Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
he was fucking awesome. It was great. Outside the fact that he thinks ECW is WWECW, but that's a whole conversation for another day. But he pointed out he doesn't know if Effie has that killer side to him.
He doesn't.
I beg to differ. I think especially in this context, with what's on the line, I think Effie's prime. I think he's ready.
I mean, he had a weekend, man. He got pinned by Atticus Cogar, and then he pinned Mance in the 6-man.
Yeah. That's what you call Big Mo. I mean, the loss of Atticus, that is what it is. He can. Effie is focused on Mance, and the fact that he was able to pin Mance, that gives him all the momentum going in this Sunday. Now, he will. Let's face it, had to get past Alley Catch to do that, and to be fair, she was the last one standing as we went off the air in Columbus, was she not?
Same way at the American Dream.
Right. So it seems as though I think all three of the individuals that are embroiled in this situation are fully focused on the task at hand. They all know how large of an opportunity it is for them in this scenario. Because let's face it, they're all three of them are GCW ride or die, and they have been for years now. And this is quite possibly the biggest show in GCW history. A lot of people are going to be watching, but also at the same time, it's for the richest prize that we have in Game Changer Wrestling.
No
And
one's been
they
able to
want-
take it off Manser, so
right. They want somebody is going to go. Somebody's going to want to go into this meteoric, this transformative 2025 as champion, as the face of the promotion, as we are about to embark on whatever it is we are about to embark on after the People versus GCW.
Is there one particular match, Emil, you're looking forward to most on Sunday night?
That's a very difficult question. Honestly, the first one that jumps to my mind is Joey Janela versus Masato Tanaka. I think that is going to be a very fun professional wrestling match to watch. And I mean that in like every sense of the word. Like I am going to have fun watching that match. To see, it's rare that I get to see somebody like Masato Tanaka live, and to do it against somebody like Joey Janela. Like, and if you really think about it, like Joey Janela might be the wrestler I have announced the most in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really cool to see. I'm really excited to see the DLC match because I want to see. I just love it whenever Matthew Justice and Dr. Redacted interact. Um, I just really enjoy that. So I really would like to see that in the Hammerstein Ballroom. I'm excited for the to see the we talked about it almost the first thing when I jumped on here, Little Guido and Tajiri and Super Crazy being involved as a trio against Gringo and Jack Hartwheel and Arez. Like that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, top to bottom, the show is loaded. I don't think there's a bad match on this card.
Definitely.
No, I mean there really isn't, and like not to be cliche, there is something for everybody, and unless you're just one of these gorehound blood mark, I need to see people bleeding out in order to enjoy a wrestling match kind of people. Well, we can't do that in New York. Sorry. You'll have to wait until we come back to Atlantic City on March 15th and 16th. Nice plug.
Yep.
And then
Now, Emma, before we let you go, we got to ask the hard-hitting questions. I ask everybody.
Ooh, John Stossel time.
I don't, if John Stossel was asking those
Wow.
questions, maybe he wouldn't have got the shit smacked out of him. When was the last time you shit your pants?
When was the last time I did that?
That means it's happened.
I mean, it certainly has happened at some point, but when?
That's a fair question. Well, look, I mean, we know you go on food adventures. You were very excited about Rochester and Columbus this week.
Yeah, and afterwards there was a close call.
Yeah, we've all been. Look, we've been there. I'm the last wizard to shit his pants. I'll just put that out there.
I'm good. I'm pretty good at bowel containment when necessary.
Fair enough.
But
it'll get harder as you get older. That's what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not true, man.
That's usually the opposite from what I've heard. But I tell you, after eating a big ass sandwich in Columbus and eating that garbage plate in Rochester,
Ugh.
boy, I love it. You don't know what you're missing.
You tried it. What's that? What's that thing that everybody eats? The Cleveland chili. What's it called?
The Skyline
Chili.
Skyline chili. Yeah, that's Matt's favorite.
I ate 3/4 of a chili cheese dog that was sitting in the there was like a bunch of them in the back towards the end of the show in Columbus, and there was like 3 left, and I grabbed one and ate 3/4 of it and decided I was done with it. I'm not big on I don't think I'm a Skyline chili guy. I want to like it. It's chili on top of spaghetti.
It's great.
Oh yeah.
Like
On top of spaghetti.
it sounds awesome to my high ass, but like something about it didn't hit. I don't know if I did it wrong or like I went to the wrong place. Cause like you know how that guy Jim Cornette, you ever hear of this guy?
Who?
Yeah, he talks about Emo's Pizza like it's like the best ever. And we went to an Emo's Pizza when we were somewhere with an Emo's Pizza. And it sucked.
Yeah, his description of it was just like it sounds like garbage.
It sounds
And,
like
like,
itself.
But like I don't know if I went to the wrong Emo's Pizza, sometimes you go to a shitty Taco Bell and it's like, damn, Taco Bell usually hits, but this one I'll avoid.
It either
But,
hits
like,
or shits.
Hey, well, sometimes both. And then
If it's any good, both.
So when you go to these places, across the land as I do, sometimes I don't know, like if they just if we went to the wrong one. You know, like, do I want to try it again? Like, I don't know.
Nah,
Maybe.
bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, Emil, this has been a hoot.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll give it a holler too. Well,
I
that's a
look,
hoot.
I know my guy Brundo, he's gonna be in the house Sunday.
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
excited. I'm excited for GCW, the people versus GCW. I can't put over Triller TV enough. You know, sign up now. The first month is free. So even if you don't like it, you can cancel it. But I don't see how you're not gonna like Triller TV or GCW. GCW is on fire. The Atticus Koger stuff is I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. The story between Effie and Mance and Alley Catch. The garbage daddies are finally going to put Violence is Forever on their backs and walk out of the Hammerstein Ballroom GCW champions. And there's so much more. Like Emil said, there's something for everybody. So I can't recommend it enough. It's going to be unbelievable. And you want to jump on the GCW train now because, like Emil said, they're closing a chapter and they're starting a new, and they're already fucking on fire with Gabe Kidd at the J Cup. They're going to France. They're going to England. Like this company is. We don't even know who Matt Cardona is wrestling. Come on,
Right.
Who cares?
Right. Very true.
A loser.
It's gonna be Myers then.
I hope so.
Also, hey, you know who else? What's PCO gonna do?
right? What's Sabu gonna do?
Sabu.
Yeah.
Like, we just had like Ricky Morton. Isn't Ricky Morton? Is he gonna be there? I
Don't
think
let
so.
Chris
I don't
Cruz know that.
Oh,
And he
come
brings it back
Chris.
around.
He's miserable, like Christopher Cruz.
You know, that's a guy who used to be so awesome on WCW Prime. And now he's just a cantankerous guy. Cantankerous, I say.
Oh, I heard you.
Oh yeah.
And you know, to get back on the point of you know, getting on the GCW train now, you know, to quote the Glacier vignettes, our world is about to change.
Nice.
So you would definitely like to be there on the cusp of that, to witness that, to see what we've done and to see where we're going. We have room on the train.
Oh
We
yeah.
have plenty of room. Come on
I
in.
don't know. Plenty. I don't like. If you want to be in Hammerstein, get on that shit now, people, because there's only about 90 tickets left.
Yeah, but you know what? If you know, if there's enough demand, they might open that second balcony. Who knows?
Ooh.
What if
Ooh.
you know, what if there's just hundreds of people there that day saying open that bitch up? Who are they to say no?
That's a great point.
I say that all the time.
Emma, let me ask you this, because you are like a wrestling savant, right? Can I next week
Yes.
on this podcast, we're gonna have the Mighty Maccabee.
Oh wow. He fought Iron Sheik a long time ago.
And he's wrestling again in March in New Jersey.
That is fantastic. What is it? Maccabee Mania.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah. Maccabee Mania 3.
Fuck
It
yes,
is.
it is.
I know it.
He's defending the Maccabee World Championship against none other than Crowbar.
See, that is so awesome. The
Yep.
fact that the fact that I'm friendly with Crowbar is one of the most cool things ever.
100%.
Like, do you know how cool Dangerous Devon Storm
Fuck yeah, I
was?
do.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
come on. Like, I can just like DM him and be like, hey man, what's up? And we could talk. And that's so cool to me. Like,
Yeah.
like that's the thing that I like about what I get to do in GCW is the fact that I get to meet and ring announce people I actually like have given a shit about for a long time. You know, like whenever I see Ricky Morton, it's like seeing an old friend. That's insane.
That's awesome.
Like
You
what?
know,
Like,
I once saw Ricky Morton's balls.
well, I
True.
think there's a lot of people who've seen Ricky Morton's balls. Uh,
Emil,
that's not derogatory. That's
and you'll
a
appreciate
fact of
this,
life.
Emil. Oh yeah, goddamn right, Ricky Morton's balls. You'll, you'll appreciate this. Crowbar actually gave me his old Atari 2600 in the dresser drawer from his house, and then signed the dresser drawer and gave it to me.
You have his dresser drawer.
I have his dresser drawer, and
Like the Atari's one thing, but you have his dress. That is so cool.
that's what he handed it to me at our 8th anniversary show.
Yep.
Yes.
See,
And
I
he
like
had-
it when I like it when people have like weird things like that. Like my friend owns Mark Briscoe's teeth.
That's fucking awesome.
All right, I'm out.
Holy
I'm
shit.
tapping out. I'm tapping out.
That's fucking nuts.
You know that, right? Like that's like remember when Mark Briscoe had like the
Yes.
dentures of his front teeth? Well, they came out and my friend retrieved them and like well my friend has them
That's awesome.
and he showed them when the Briscoes were in Texas with us in late 2022, I think it was, or maybe late 2021. Oh, I can't remember. It was one of those years. Anyway, my friend is like, "Hey, Mark, I have your teeth," and that interaction was the best thing, one of the best things I've ever watched in my life.
Well, this interaction has been awesome, Emil. I know you had a busy day at work, and we're been going.
You know what? I didn't. I made $3 today. I had
Thanks.
the slowest night at work
Well, now,
almost possible. I had one delivery. Oh boy. Anyway,
well, you're going to deliver on Sunday at the Hammerstein Ballroom for the people
Ooh,
versus
segue.
GCW.
let's
13
go.
years we've been doing this. I got to be good at something. I can barely speak fucking English half the time, so this is a home run for me. We're excited. Brundo will be in the house. I might grab a last minute ticket. I got to see what my work schedule is like, but
Please do it.
if I can't be there, I will be watching on Triller. I will be live tweeting if I'm home. If I'm in the house, I'll make sure to stop by and say hello to you.
Please do. Please do either of the things that are possible for you to do. Because we genuinely, ooh, I butchered that word. We truly appreciate everybody taking the time and effort and money to support us, whether it be live or through Triller TV Plus, to talk about us, to share our clips. Like we're not New Japan. We're not gonna hit you with this. We're not gonna, we're not gonna do that. We say, please share our stuff. Please show us to the world, because you know what? It's the world on GCW. It might be the people versus GCW on Sunday night, but after that, it's going to be back to the world being on GCW. You know what I'm saying?
We know what you're saying,
Going
Emil.
Skippy.
At the Emil Jay on X and Instagram. Anytime you want to come back on, Emil, and just shoot the shit, you're more than welcome to join us.
Yeah, we should do this. We should do this.
Hundo.
I'm all in. You have an open invite. Just DM us, and we'll fucking send you the link.
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, and then hopefully by then you cleaned your room and we can see that beautiful face of yours.
Oh yeah, dude. It's just I got magazine boxes. I got shirts folded up
Look,
everywhere.
I hear, man. My fucking office is a mess over here too. So I hear you.
It's a disaster. Like and also another thing. I'll pull back the curtain all the way. Is that I neglected to charge my phone before I went to work, and I have no place to set it up and charge and have it charging, or else it would have died in the middle of it.
We can't have that.
No.
Like,
No.
and like, so all of those things together, like, yeah, like I could, like, we could deal with the messiness, right? Like,
Sure.
we could deal with it, but like, I messed up.
Ah, you're good.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your night. We look forward to Sunday in the future with GCW, and please slide in our DMs, man. We'll love to have you back on to shoot the shit.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I've been having a great night speaking with you guys. I've had WWF on Netflix on the TV in the background. That's been great. I'm gonna continue enjoying that. And I'm gonna enjoy whatever else wrestling comes on the television this week. And then I'm gonna help make our own wrestling on Triller TV Plus on Sunday. Hammerstein Ballroom, Manhattan, New York City. The People versus GCW. Be there live or watch it on streaming. Video on
Love it.
demand.
Love
Do it
it.
all.
Yeah.
Please do it. We love you, the fans of GCW, and also the haters of GCW, because you fuel us as well.
Boom.
Yeah. Fuck them haters.
That's how you close the show right there.
Emil, enjoy the rest of your night, brother. We'll talk soon.
Fuck
Yes,
yeah.
thank you guys.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
you,
Good night,
Emil.
Emil.